Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's civilization time. So, my Polystralian civilization here in Beyond Earth has just discovered that that dumbass station went away. It just shriveled up and died because nobody traded with them because they were idiots for blocking my city. But that means that I'm going to try and get a city there as soon as possible before somebody else comes in. Although the Slavic Federation did promise not to, and then got even more ticked off with me when they told me to stop removing miasma near them, which always seems like a stupid option, except if you're Harmony, there are reasons why you might like miasma, and it turns out that the Slavic Federation has gone Harmony, just to annoy me, basically. Oh boy. A trade convoy came back. This is the one that was trading with them. We're going to keep it trading with them, because otherwise we have no positive diplomacy modifiers there. There's a Slavic worker in my city location? How did that happen? That is not good. He better not take that city. He said he wouldn't. I don't know. Hopefully he gets some kind of backstabber penalty or something if he does that. Really, the river crossing out of the city costs this worker a turn? Anyway, we're going to go and work that xenomass now that we have the tech for it. Yeah, get out of there. Stay away from my city. I don't want you anywhere near it. Meanwhile, so that we're getting good production and energy out of that tile there. I think production is still... Well, okay, this city is actually growing very slowly as long as they work that. So I need to get their extra food going as much as possible. In fact, we might just not be able to afford to work that tile right now. But we can go over here. This one's getting 2 food and 2 energy, and we can upgrade that with a farm. Oh, that's because the internal trade route went away. They'll grow faster when they get back the 4 food and 5 production from my capital. Well, the production won't make them grow faster, but it'll be awesome. Yeah, okay, now it's 10 turns. That could still be faster if we get the other food going. Soon we will have captured the 10 floatstone within our borders. And we are currently researching robotics, so we're not really going directly towards the tech we need for that yet, but we'll get it someday. So here, I can't remove miasma yet. I don't have that technology, so my worker's actually going to take damage every turn while he upgrades the xenomass well, which takes 8 turns, so he's cutting it a little close. He's going to be very beat up by the time he finishes that. But I'll get plus 3 food from that, so I'll have even more ridiculous food. I'm gonna have to focus on happiness, like, hard. Or health. I keep calling it happiness because Quill calls it happiness, but... Health includes happiness, but it also includes, you know, not living in a toxic environment. Dealing with pollution and stuff. Okay, so... Health is important, but we're going to hope that we can sneak in the laboratory first, and then go back to health. We're not going to build the... Well, I do like the growth from the vivarium, but we're not going to go that far yet. We'll get the laboratory, because more tech would be good. And over here in Freeland is building a cyto nursery, and then, since we're growing next turn, after the cyto nursery, we'll go to building a colonist. And I should almost just buy a marine and send him over there to help guardify stuff. I'll need more forces if I do start fighting with the aliens down here. Why are there so many aliens gathering down there? I gotta remember to move this marine up to cover the worker. So it's something incredibly regrettable doesn't happen. I thought it was still between turns there. Sorry, I was just standing around. It was a short turn. Yeah, just fortify to cover that worker for now. I could shoot the beetles, but of course I'm nowhere near the position I want to be in. Safe behind the walls. Okay, here's our ultrasonic fence thing. So, right now the fences prevent any aliens from coming within 2 squares of your city. We can just improve the original design. increase the repel range, so now aliens will just not be able to come within 3 squares of the city, so they really will not be able to come into that city's area at all. All the tiles that could ever be worked by that city will be protected from aliens, or we can learn how to reverse the polarity and make little tiny versions that cover trade convoys and make them immune to aliens. We definitely want that. We can now trade with whoever we want and not have to worry about aliens taking out our trade convoys. So, an interesting question, which I don't know the answer to, is now that I've had that quest decision, do I actually have to have any of those buildings at all, or can I just sell it? Because there aren't any aliens going to come within 2 squares of this city anyway. So, oh, it's not showing the buildings. Stupid defaults. So yeah, because I could, right now I'm paying 1 maintenance for that, and I could sell it for 30 gold. Let's just sell it for 30 gold and see what happens. I won't have to wait for the quest decision again. I can always rebuild it if that was a problem, or just build the one down here, which might actually be useful almost. But I have no idea. Anyway, so over here, I was thinking, like, I'm building the colonists. I'm thinking of buying. Oh, Marines are expensive. 400. Combat rovers only 340. These are weaker. I mean, and they move fast too. Maybe I will build a combat rover, or buy a combat rover. Send it over to help guard my city site, and then it can come down and help if I start a suicidal alien war later to clear out all those nests. It's probably dumb. I could probably get better use out of just buying a trade. You know what? I get more if I just buy a trade convoy. Now that my trade convoys are theoretically safe, because I have 3 going out from my capital, but I'm allowed to have 4 there because of my, like, special Civ power, and I can also transfer the ones from here down to the other city, so I can get some more convoys going from Jimboomba. I'm gonna rename that city. I'm okay with Freeland, but Jimboomba, really? So yeah, I could set up that trade route to Ainsa now and get +6 science. I guess we can't get one over to Central because of all the miasma and stuff. Because again, they still won't pass through miasma. But if I sent a miasma clearing satellite over around here, no, that probably still wouldn't do enough. Could get a path down through this way though. This square, no miasma. So just clearing the miasma on that square. Yeah, if I dropped a miasma clearing satellite around here somewhere, as long as it got that square, I would probably then be able to set up a trade route to Central. Which would help get me some relations with them. Plus I'm going to want to clear the miasma on this silica at some point anyway. Not having miasma on the progenitor ruin would make it easier to explore. Okay, so that's an option. If we can do a trade route with Sarek, that city seems to have very valuable trade routes, actually. So I'm going to change the origin city and send it down to Jimboomba. I'm gotta rename that city if I think of something better, because pretty much anything would be better than Jimboomba to me. Okay, so that was the end of turn. So yeah, we could send one to Sarek and get +4 science, +4 energy, which is not bad. We could send one to that stupid Camp Cascade place and get +1 production, +2 food. Not fabulous, but it's okay. Or actually, we could do Ainsa from here and 5 energy, 4 science. And you notice they're getting about half as much out of that, so that's not bad. Let's do that one. What are we going to build there? Happiness is not too high, and we're still growing. Could get more energy by making the thorium reactor. I don't know why the science advisor thinks we should build a miasma. I don't see how that helps science in any way. It literally doesn't, but that's okay. Vivarium would help us grow faster. We also haven't had a quest from that, so there might be something good there. On the other hand, we're going to need more workers. You know what? Let's make another worker. It's not exciting, but it's important. Yeah. I am delighted by the robust exchange of goods and wealth between our colonies. Let us protect and expand this lucrative arrangement. Yeah, I agree. I don't really want to get in a fight with you. You turbo expanded, so you're going to have lots of cities in that little crappy area. Like, they're all, like, overlapping and stuff, right? They're all the bare minimum distance apart from each other in a triangle. So she has way fewer squares to work in terms of making big cities. I got that done. I still don't know how to upgrade floatstone, so we're going to come over here and upgrade this one. Why is it going outside the borders? Don't go outside the borders, you dumbass. I guess it's going to take an extra turn to get there my way, but it shouldn't. If I move into the city, I don't think it counts as a river crossing. Then I can move out to there, so it would avoid going through the miasma and taking damage.
Robots do not complain, question, or rest, which makes them good role models for the rest of you.
Overall, this game's quotes aren't quite up to the level of awesomeness as Alpha Centauri, but they tried, and a lot of them are not bad. So this will allow us to build auto plants, which is another production building, and it's giving more energy from trade routes. It also lets us build tac jets, which are like the airplanes in Civ V, but they're incredibly short range, like they have a range of 4 squares, and they suck. Like, they don't fight worth a damn until you get at least 1, maybe 2 upgrades. They're so weak. So yeah, they would help defend cities, and they're the only thing that you use as anti-air, but you don't need anti-air because air has such short, crummy range anyway, so who cares? Okay, let's see if my theory works. I moved the worker into the city. Apparently it does count as a river crossing. Boo. I shouldn't need to guard him directly anymore, though. This is such... the Resolin is such a good tile. It gives you the production, it gives you food, it gives you energy, and it gives you tech. Okay, we got our robotics done. Tactical robotics, this is a great tech if you have supremacy, because when you have 4 supremacy, it lets you build cheap, good units with Firaxite, but I'm not going to have that for a while. Bionics, this building is... Oh, this is a terrain improvement that provides +1 health. That's kind of weird. It does cost 2 maintenance, though. A lot of these fancy terrain improvements do cost maintenance. The Institute doesn't give any research. It gives 3 scientist specialist slots. And this thing requires 4 purity, but it does give +20% health in the city, and gives more production from Resolin tiles. That's cool and all, but it's not what I need. Because I am low on health, if I go up to this thing, this will give me a new health building, which will help. And if I research alien genetics, that purity, I'll be able to use the gene garden, but it'll also give me +1 science from my xenomass wells. Or cognition needs a lot of Firaxite to do anything, so that's not really helping me too much. Although this wonder is pretty good. 2 health, 2 culture, and +15% strength in friendly territory. That is sweet. Oh yeah, this will get me closer to transgenics, which is the mega happiness thing. There's a happiness a health wonder that gives you a free virtue, and the gene smelter is just like a major happy health building. So that might be a good way to go. I'll research this when I think I'm going to do my alien war, but that's not anytime soon. Oh, you know what? I am planning on building an outpost over there on the coast. I should maybe get the planetary survey just for the heck of it. I don't think it's going to get faster than 2 turns. I think the tech will probably just overflow anyway. But I'm going to need this to have my workers upgrade the algae, which will be good. Very good. So the ability for workers to clear miasma and be immune to miasma, that might be good. Really add miasma. Yeah, stupid Harmony people want to add miasma. You are dinks. But no, I think genetic design is the next thing. I don't know if I want to build the Exogenesis pod. It's kind of cool. Like, it gives a lot of production and food into one city, and that one city has +1 food from all farms. If I built this in my capital, it would grow super fast. So it's tempting. But I don't know if I really want that wonder. I really would have preferred to get the gene vault. I can see why the computer rushes that. 10% growth in all cities is fantastic. It even gives culture. So no, we're not shooting the aliens. Not yet. Alright, so this worker is going to come over here. Hello. And farm it up. You are okay there. This guy did finish upgrading his xenomass. He now needs to heal a lot. That like took a lot out of him. Just get back into city and heal. Because it was like 8 turns, taking 10 damage per turn. He's almost dead, but we're now getting a ton of food out of that. City is still going to grow fast once the colonist is done. Really make any difference?
All planets possess inherent value, and establishing the exact dollar value of the property should be a priority.
Yep. Okay, you don't even have the command to fortify until you'll just sleep for a while. I'll have to remember to come back to you. Okay, you're the new worker I built. So first you're going to go and make this farm here, but then we're going to have to start moving you over towards that other city. Which is not a city yet, but it will be. And for production, if I'm building another colony, I'm really going to need the health. Even though the auto plants would help me build things faster, I better work on the Pharmalab. I'm going to nuke my health. If it doesn't go down to -10, then it's not going to be horrible, but keeping it positive is worth a lot. Worker heals 30 a turn in the capital. Okay, this is more of a unique quest decision, I think, judging by the affinity symbols. So, when we came to this planet, we brought a number of plants from old Earth, and one of them is gotten free and turned invasive. If left unchecked, it could convert the local environment to a more Earth-like ecosystem. We have decided if we want harmony, we would try and contain the outbreak so it doesn't infect the planet. But we're going to ignore that because why would we care? And we get bonus culture for completing this quest that we did nothing to deal with. I don't even know. It may be from the tech I researched. I don't know what caused that. Alright. The worker is boating around there. That is weird. So we got our colonist. We're going to start moving over here. And what tiles is it going for? It's still not going for the forest tile with the production. I hate you so much. Whoever it is decides where the culture goes. I think we do still need production focus. We don't particularly need to focus more on growth. We get lots of growth. It's starting to suggest building a road. The thing is, it's going to cost 1 per turn to set up the roads. I guess Jimboomba is big enough now that might net a profit connecting it to the city. It would be nice to be able to move stuff faster in between. Ignore the river crossing and stuff, but I don't know if that's really going to be worth all that money. The amount of money I get for connecting a city, I don't feel like it's going to be a whole lot there. Let's put that off and decide what virtue we're getting. Oh, I didn't start the timer again. I'm a dumbass. I had it up there on the other computer, but I didn't start it. So, taking one more thing in knowledge will help us to... Oh, you know what? This is not really what I wanted. I'd rather accelerate the technology and stuff, but I think we're going to need the happiness thing. So I'd better take it. On the other hand, that means we're not making any progress towards our plans of... This is... If I get 3 more level 1 techs, that will give me plus 10% production and energy in my capital. So 1, 2, and I do want to get the tech from the aliens eventually. Thing is, this would give me a bunch of health now. I'm not going to get the health if I take the route I planned through here. You can get health for every 4 military units, which is, that's pretty cool if you're going to have a lot of military units. I'd still rather not have too many military units for most of the game. But getting plus 10% production in the capital would be excellent. And 10% energy. And if I'm going to get this and this anyway for my alien war, I really better start going on this, even though I could be getting plus 10% bonus culture. And the health. How much faster am I going to get virtues from the 10% bonus culture? I don't know. If I take this, I'll be getting 0.25 culture per citizen. So every 4 citizens will be giving me plus 1 culture. And then I'll get plus 10% culture. And that might help me to get these things faster. But if I don't start on them, they're going to take forever. Oh, decisions. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to hope that the amount of culture we're getting is going to accelerate everything else. So we're now getting 14 culture per turn. It's going to take 20 turns to get that first military one. I'm just kind of an idiot for doing it this way. But on the other hand, the fact that I'm building a colony does slightly delay how fast I need to get my alien war going. I don't think anyone else is going to smash through and take out all these nests and get these 2 ruins and stuff, but I could be wrong. Boy, that guy's concerning next to the trade convoy, but again, they can't attack the trade convoys unless selling my only fence means they can, which would be nice to know for future games.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
Yeah, I agree. Let's work together. I don't plan on starting anything with you. I kind of like you boxed in where you are. She can grow a little more, but these stations are definitely hampering that. Quest decision. Chapter 2 of that same one I got before. So the invasive plant is spreading, it's eliminating other resources from the surrounding land, blah blah. But we believe that through low-level genetic modification, the plant could be made to serve as either food or energy, which is better. So it's basically just more purity or get some supremacy. I'm going to be going purity. I would like to get some cheap supremacy too, but it's not really helping. 1 supremacy isn't helping me much right now. I want to get 3 supremacy at some point, but as much as I like them better, this is going to be a purity game based on the resources I have access to, I think. So I better take the purity. Which doesn't give me any unit upgrades right away, although if I researched physics and got the ranged guys, I would get an upgrade for them right away. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't, because that didn't give me a whole level of purity. It gave me a tiny bit towards the next level. So, not a big deal. There might be a 3rd leg of that quest, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so this guy is still keeping an eye on things here. The Brazilian explorer. I'm pretty sure the Brazilians could technically... You're Brazil, right? No, you're not. I don't know the symbols yet. Hi. Yeah, I don't really need to talk to you. Where is he anyway? Barbados one. Citadella is over there. Where's the Slavic? The Slavic capital is there, so yeah, they went oceanic to get down here to Sarek. Interesting.
Bienvenido.
Hi, Brasilia. Discuss. No, not discuss. Yeah, discuss.
Vamos conversar.
You want a cooperation agreement? No, you
Desculpe,
don't.
pero no.
See, technically, the scout, they're crap. They have like 3 strength. Technically, it's a military unit. He could actually blow up my settler if it leaves that friendly territory. I'm going to have to start sending my stupid... Oh, yeah, that's right. River crossing. Hooray! I'm going to have to... I'm building a marine there in 4 turns. I can't afford to leave my territory. Like, he could actually kill it now if he was willing to declare war, I guess. Dude better not kill my settler. So she wants to go to war with the ARC. CEO Suzanne Feeling. No, we're not. I'd like to be friends with you, but I'm not going to war with anyone if I can avoid it. Except maybe some aliens. Because who needs those aliens anyway? Get back here. Alright, so this thing, it's going to take him so long to get over there, it's not even going to be faster than the Marines, so I might as well just stay. Okay, trade convoy has come up again. It was going to Fort Barca and was getting 6 production, but I could now be getting 6 science from Ainsa. That is pretty sweet. Let's do 6 science and 7 energy. We like science. He's out of moves. Do I dare move him? Like, I guess he can be attacked. He could have attacked him and he didn't, so I guess I might as well keep him going. If he wanted to attack it, he would have, right? So, looks like he's not going to be a total gigantic spaz. Apparently, on reflection, apparently I'm not supposed to use the word spaz because I guess in Europe that's seen as like ableist, like as actually being against a certain group. Whereas it's hard because in North America, I think it's been adopted in such a way that it's kind of divorced from medical conditions that would, say, cause spastic movements. Certainly people don't think of that when we say it here, but it does bother people, so I gotta not say that. Add it to the list. There are a lot of things, there are a lot of bad words that you pick up in the schoolyard when you're too young to know or care, and you're just like, this is the word that people use. It appears to be an effective word. But, yeah. We now exist in an environment where your words can go very far, and you gotta, try and watch what they are and not hurt people unnecessarily. And which mostly means not hurt people, because why do you need to hurt people? Why would it be necessary? Alright, so again, I don't have the tech for floatstone yet. I should get that soon, but it's not actually what I'm working on right now. It is suggesting to work on the roads, but we're mostly going to do the farm first. Oh, this is a marsh tile. Oh, it's actually going to be expensive to turn that into something. Although, if I made the not the vivarium, I must already have the thing. I've got something that's giving me +1 food from marshes. Do I start building aliens? Do I build that miasmic repulsor so I can get a trade route with Central over there? With the ARC? Maybe I should do that. I could build another explorer, try and explore stuff, but that's only good after I kill a whole bunch of things, so that's not going to work. I think maybe I need the miasmic repulsor, but autoplant would give a lot of production. Because this is going to take a long time to build it. We really need to have this, so let's get working on it. How much does it cost to buy? It's a lot, eh? Yeah, I could buy one of these other things much cheaper. I could buy the miasmic repulsor now if I needed it. I have health right now, but I shouldn't probably buy things that make me grow faster because my new city is going to eat a lot of health. Alright, let's work on the autoplant. If we need something else, we can maybe buy it. We're going to have a marine there soon, and then what? Probably autoplant, because they're awesome. Especially since it's giving a bonus for external trade routes. Well, Freeland gets more trade routes than average, so that could work out really well. Alright. Just a final check. I'm pretty sure this is the tile I wanted to build the city on, because 1, 2, 3, it gets the miasma, the feraxite, the other feraxite. Gets the basalt, which I can actually put a quarry on, and it's getting this floatstone too, for the heck of it. This fiber is a pretty good tile. It won't get down to this floatstone, or this silica, if I build it there. And it won't get this fungus, but that's not too big a deal. Hell, there might even be more, like, ocean tiles that it can use. There's oil. Oh my god. This really is the best. Like, there's a reason I picked that city tile. This is a fantastic city tile. Now, 1, 2, 3. I can't see some of the squares it could actually access, so I am going to embark, which I can do now because I got that other tech. Okay, you... Maybe I should start on that road. I'm making a lot of money per turn. So, that's a good sign that the road will probably pay for itself, or close to it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, this xenomass is within range of this city. That should be really high on its list, but it's not. It doesn't want to go for that xenomass because it's an idiot, even though I can turn that into way more food. I could buy the tile as well, which is something I should do, because it's so dumb that it just doesn't know what tiles I want. That's a really good tile, but I'm gonna buy the xenomass just because it's not next on the list. And we'll maybe start working that. The improvements on xenomass do cost money to maintain. So there's some purpose to not doing that right away. How long does the road take? 3 turns? I'll maybe build the road there. I will start making a road between these cities. And that means this guy is also going to make a road. This worker here, he's started getting his ass over there. Probably not start on the roads there, but I'm going to need upgrading tiles over there to make them good. I'm not going to make the road there because it'll be too expensive, and when this city is only population 1 or 2, the road isn't going to be worth very much energy, whereas this is a 6 population city. It should be decent energy I get back and forth. Yeah, I got to just start moving in this direction. Somebody else built the ectogenesis pod. Yeah, I don't have a good feel yet for when and necessarily which wonders the computer rushes, but the ones for the technologies that I'm going for, apparently. I was about to get that technology soon. I wasn't going to get the wonder anytime soon. But still, it will give me access to these cloning plants that I can use my xenomass for. Get more production out of xenomass. Okay, the worker is going to keep going down here. Soldier's also going to head out that way to protect the colony.
Do you change the steps in the dance of life? Or does the dance of life change your step?
Well, obviously we want to lead. Though I think we would lead better if we were going supremacy. You silly purity people. Okay, looks like there are no other ocean tiles this city's going to be able to work, but that's okay. It's got pretty good ones already. Double algae. I won't be able to improve any tiles other than what's around the city, though, which means only these 2 land tiles will actually be eligible for improvements until the city is formed and I can start buying tiles. Oh, I need to send a trade route there. Whoops. How long does it take to build a trade convoy? Let's just buy the trade convoy. It'll accelerate things. And research. So we got our genetic design. And we were going to get alien genetics and get +1 science from xenomass wells, I think. I do want terraforming as well, though, because then I could upgrade my floatstone. When I get up to 4 here, I could build another +3 energy building, although this requires geothermal, which I haven't researched yet. Getting this leaf tech here would give me another level of purity and 10% food carried over after growth in all cities. +1 energy from domes. I'm not a huge dome fan. There's my timer, so let's finish up here. Alien ethics is only 24. I could build a Xeno Sanctuary, which takes Xenomass and 5 Harmony. Okay, I'm not going to be able to make this, but 4 Culture is pretty awesome. There's 1.2 Transcendence Victory. That doesn't help me much. Well, I could do a Wonder here, which costs a whole bunch of Geothermal. Never mind. Get interesting things. This is the Super Health Tech. I could try and get the Promethean Wonder. which again which does give a free virtue when you research it, as well as giving culture and health. And I would need this technology for the gene smelter soon anyway. You know what? I'm going to go for that. And after that, probably get my terraforming finally. So I can upgrade the floatstone, which by that time I want to do, but that's going to be next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.